Welcome to Excel and Finance video number 44. Hey, if you want to download this workbook, Chapter 5, or the PDFs for Chapter 5, click on the link directly below the video and scroll way down to the Finance Excel class section. Hey, our last topic for Chapter 5, I'm going to look at the PDFs. A pure discount loan, sometimes called deep discount loans. Here's how this loan structure works. You receive a loan amount, so you borrow this amount. You pay back all the interest and all the principal at the end of the loan. Actually, it should have been you pay back all the principal and all the interest at the end of the loan. So really, you're borrowing at some point in time and you pay nothing back until the end. This method is used when cash flow, it's just if a business can afford to do this, or governments can afford to do this, right? Because they want to use all the cash and they want to just avoid all payments of cash out until the end. So some corporations do this: savings bond, U.S. Treasury bills. Here's just a simple example. 1-year Treasury bill that promises to pay $15,000 in 1 year with an interest rate of this amount and compounding periods 1. We just do a straight present value calculation. So we take for this example right here, we just say 15,000 divided by 1 plus the interest rate, and this is the amount you would get. Here's an example. We'll do this one over in Excel. If it's 25 years, you simply take the future value amount. That's everything you owe. Discount it back 1 plus the period rate raised to the number of periods, and you get, oh, 184,000. Now let's go over, that's hard to see. Let's go over to Excel and see this one right here. Here's a slightly different example. The future value we're going to pay back is $1 million. And as the borrower, we need to figure out how much we get. So let's change this to a minus. All right, so we're going to go out and at the end, we're going to have this cash flow out. So we need to figure out how much is coming in on our loan. Well, we simply take, and here's our rate, our period rate, years, semi-annual interest, which is not paid out till the end, and 40. Really, all that happens is whatever the amount that we borrow, we just keep adding the interest that we owe until this is the amount at the end. All right. Equals present value. The rate is our period rate, the number of periods. Boop. The PMT, we don't have one here. The future value is negative, right? Because we're paying that out. And so present value is positive. Now, if you wanted to do this in a formula, it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to put a negative not to see that negative, and we divide by 1 plus our period rate, caret all the periods. All right, now I want to build a quick amortization table just to see what's going on here. Periods, interest, and balance. Remember, in earlier amortization tables, we had a column for principal reduction, but here we only have interest. There's never any. The interest is just added to the balance. Now at time 0, we need a time 0. And I want to do that trick again. It's a totally cool trick. We need to go from 0 to 40. And the way we did that last time is we pointed to the little corner here. And when you right-click, you drag down and then back up and point to series. You want to fill this down your columns. Step value is 1, we're adding 1, and our stop value is 40. Now notice we can't link that to a cell. There's no little button there that says you can reduce this and link to a cell, but boom, just like that, we get 0 to 40. All right, our balance at time 0 is this. And just as before, interest is calculated whatever amount is in the account for the period, in this case 6 months because it's semi-annual. Whatever that balance is, times our period rate. And I'm going to lock this with my F4 key. And our balance is what? Well, this is a deep discount loan. So we say whatever the balance was sitting there plus all the interest because we paid none of it. All right, now we can highlight both of these. And those are relative cell references. That'll always work all the way down. So I double click and send it down, and we get to the bottom. It should be exactly a fence. No, those are railroad tracks. No. It just means the column's not wide enough. So there's our $1 million. So that's how a pure discount or deep discount loan works. All the interest and all the principal. This is the principal, right? This is the amount that we borrowed. Add all the interest, and then you get at the end the railroad tracks. No, the total amount that you're supposed to pay. All right, that was a lot of stuff for Chapter 5. We'll see you next chapter, Chapter 6, where we actually get to talk about more debt, more loans, but there'll be bonds. All right, see you next video.